Nangan go merere telawa, go ngai tabua, ando talita kana varronga na Radio Fiji 1 nando maiviti.
Radio Fiji 1 nando maiviti.
Yana Vanaka and good morning, Fiji. In this bulletin, Trump falsely claims victory in US election. Police investigate bus commuters' behavior. And telecom businesses urged to share transmission to our towers.
From the studios of FBC SUVA, Jackie Spate.
Despite incomplete results from several battleground states that could determine the outcome of the U.S. presidential race, President Donald Trump earlier yesterday proclaimed victory over Democratic challenger Joe Biden. Trump made this claim while votes in Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania and Georgia are still being counted. A Democratic drive to win control of the U.S. Senate appeared to fall short, with Democrats picking up only one Republican-held seat, while 6 other races remained undecided. $133.6 million has been paid out under the Unemployment Assistance Initiative. The government has provided $46 million, including $30.6 million from the COVID-19 response budget and $15.4 million from the current national budget. Kelly Vathala reports.
Minister for Economy Ayaz Said Qayyum says the government is gradually releasing $100 million for unemployment benefits.
We are using the funds from that particular allocation that was made. Out of that $100 million, we had said that $5 million will be used for reskilling and retraining people. We are currently talking to FNU in that respect. There are some people, who will want to get retrained in other areas.
Said Qayyum says the Stronger Together Job Support Scheme is the government's latest initiative to help those worst affected by COVID-19. The priority is those in the informal sector.
We are particularly also concerned about those people who are not part and parcel of the FNPF scheme. There are a number of people who are in the informal sector, who may be selling boiled EV or selling coconuts or vegetables or mithai or whatever it is by the roadside.
The Fiji Revenue and Customs Service says the scheme will help those looking for employment during this difficult time.
FRCS will work closely and quickly with all related parties to ensure and enable the benefits of this initiative, an objective of incentivizing employers to create employment for out-of-work Fijians.
500 new jobs have already been created under Round 1 of the scheme, with applications for Round 2 now open. Employers who are interested in the subsidized workers will have to prioritize informal or unskilled workers. Kelly Vadala, FBC News.
The Fiji Police Force has issued a stern warning to public transport commuters not to behave recklessly and respect others while travelling. Concerns were raised earlier this week regarding passengers behaving recklessly, with some even dancing on top of a moving bus. Police spokesperson Ananai Soro says their operations teams have been notified of the incident and they're looking into it. With major games coming up this weekend, police are calling on members of the public to be responsible so as to avoid any celebration from turning tragic.
Really dangerous because of the the electricity lines and everything like that. So I think apart from police, everybody has a role to play. Their parents and the bus drivers park the vehicle, park the bus, and you can also demand that they have to behave. If not, call us or we can do something, or drive to the nearest police station, which has happened in the past, and we've taken action. But at the end of the day, we don't want these situations to turn tragic.
2 officers based at the Totonga police station alleged to be involved in a case of unlawful detainment last month remain suspended. 2 separate investigations were directed following a report lodged by the alleged victim claiming he and others were unlawfully detained for breaching curfew. The police say the officers are awaiting their tribunal process, which is an internal investigation.
Apart from that, the criminal side of the investigation continues, and that's being handled by Totonga, and then afterwards it will be also handled by CID headquarters.
The local government ministry has noted that a lot of unregulated and uncontrolled development has taken place over the years. Speaking during the Town Planning and Subdivision Law Reform Consultation Forum, local government minister Pramila Kumar highlighted that development control needs to be strengthened. The ministry is currently reviewing the Town Planning Act and the Subdivision of Land Act to ensure it is on par with international planning standards. Kumar says the review will consider decentralising approval so that only major developments are forwarded to the Office of the Town and Country Planning for approval.
To respond effectively, it is therefore important that Fiji's planning legislation must be updated regularly. It should be appreciated and noted that modern development trends demand a modern planning system that must be user-friendly.
The sharing of infrastructure, expanding services and working together were issues brought up in an open forum between the Communications Ministry and various telecom companies. Minister for Communications Said Qayyum says these companies, including radio and TV broadcasters, can share their transmission towers to improve services to Fijians. Said Qayyum says the onus is on the companies to come up with suggestions on how best they can move forward.
All of you, of course, make your money not by putting up towers, you actually make money by providing services to the consumers. That's fundamentally the bottom line. And the less capital outlay you have, it's better for you. So you get a better rate of return on your investments, or whatever investments you make.
Up ahead, SUVA braces for Namosi, and Hawaii steps up preparations.
Hi, Bula. I'm Selai from Nandi. I love Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
SUVA is the only union with all teams through to the Skipper Cup semi-finals this weekend. The Ramsami SUVA men's, Premier SUVA Under-19 and Walson SUVA women's have managed to make the top four. Defending champions, the SUVA men's team will be back to full strength against Namosi on Saturday. Aquila Dama with the story.
It will not be the same SUVA side that's going to play Namosi in the Skipper Cup semi-final this weekend.
I think we've loaded all our senior boys that has never played in the last 2 weeks. So we're expecting those boys to be named in this week's team.
One of the senior players who featured against Namosi last week was Sireli Lendua, and he is expected to retain his place this weekend. The side also wants to win the title for Lendua, as this is his last season.
I've decided to end my season this year in rugby and continue with the work, and I've got other plans for my family as well.
SUVA will host Namosi at the ANZ Stadium at 3 p.m. on Saturday, and you can watch the match live and exclusive on FBC Sports. Aquila Dama, FBC Sports.
Mulo boxer Siliveni, the Hands of Stone Nawai, will be out for blood when he takes on Fiji's super middleweight champion Tomu the Naita Siri Golden Boy Ngaunavo. The two were boxed out during the main supporting bout of the Kirin Boxing Promotions at Prince Charles Park this month. Details with Felipe Naikaso.
25-year-old Siliveni Nawai is ready for his big showdown with Tomu Ngaunavo and says he is in great shape to take on the current champion.
I'm ready for him and preparations have been really good. I'm going for a knockout as I want the belt as well.
Nawai has won 11 fights, 8 of them have been knockouts. He has lost 4 and has 1 draw. His opponent has won 5 fights and lost 2.
It's going to be a good fight, and I know Tomu will also be looking for a win.
Meanwhile, 17-year-old boxer Michele Ravuyada will want to continue his unbeaten streak of 6 wins when he takes on Sailosi Nraimba.
My target is to no one to should defeat me, and I was preparing for it.
The event will be held next Saturday in Nandi. Felipe Naikaso, FBC Sports.
Winning the Vodafone Premier League title will be quite an achievement for the SUVA football side. However, this comes with its enormous pressure for the Whites as they try to live up to their own and fans' expectations. Captain Felipe Mbaravilala says clinching the title they won last in 2014 will not be an easy task.
The boys have been working hard throughout the season. It will be a payoff for them. But this game is a crucial game against Nandi. It won't be easy, just like the game last week against Rewa. So we'll have to work hard during training and so that we can achieve our goal.
quick look at the weather map for today. It is Thursday, the 5th of November, a step closer to the weekend. Cloudy periods with some showers over the eastern parts and interior of the larger islands are to be expected. Elsewhere, fine apart from afternoon or evening showers and thunderstorms. Isolated heavy falls and thunderstorms expected in the afternoon or evening. Moderate to fresh easterly winds, gusty at times. Rough seas can be expected. And that is your FBC Morning News. Join us at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. for our major bulletin. Remember, in times of crisis, you need factual news that you can trust. Stop believing fake news about the COVID-19 on social media. Fight misinformation by getting only the facts about the coronavirus from verified news sources like FBC's TV, radio and digital media news. FBCnews.com.fj, keeping Fijians connected with the truth.
Hi, my name is Prashant. I live in SUVA. I love Mirchi FM because Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.